Hello everyone and welcome to the ScratchRunning Podcast. I'm your host Kieran, and here is my friend Apfellord.
Hey, I'm the co-host, apparently. How's it going? And with us today is also PyBro101.
Hello, I'm the co-host.
And yes, Quite is also here.
I mean, I need the exposure the most, but yeah, yes, quite. What game did you make? Who are you?
Yeah, I'm yes, Quite. If you want, you can shorten it to Quite. And my most notable things have been Fringe of Forces, which is a big old project that is far too large for Scratch, actually. So unfortunately,
Yeah, it's like a turn-based, tile-based thing. Kind of reminds me of.
And it's really good. Check it out, guys.
Handheld Fire Emblem.
It's
Thank you very much.
it's kind of like Fire Emblem with
like the gameplay side.
Yeah, like chess, but you can pick your pieces, and no player can have the same pieces as the other.
Yeah. Imagine Fire Emblem, but with no anime, which makes it better.
I'll just take
ain't
that
no one
and-
watching anime in this house.
Yeah, I'll just use that to introduce Fringe of Forces. So it's like Fire Emblem, but no anime.
Imagine Fire Emblem, but in the Rivals of Aether world with the different elements. That's Fringe.
Yeah. So overall, I try my best to make full-length games with unique mechanics, and I have a release schedule that prohibits me from getting popular on Scratch.
Dude, don't stop believing, I say.
Hold on to that feeling.
When I made, what was that, Rope Slide a while back?
Rope Slide. That got featured. But
Yes,
SFT didn't.
but like a year later. So there is hope, somehow.
Yeah. We might one day in 2020, mark my worms, get Fringe featured.
I'm gonna say this though. What Scratch loves is, and I don't mean this to like put down Fringe of Forces in any way, because it's still an amazing game. But Scratch loves online for one. That's like they go crazy over that. And second, they love single player stuff. That's what I noticed with Tiny Planes.
Yeah, they love like mobile style games. Like if someone makes a clone of like I don't know name some garbage mobile game.
Golf play. Just kidding. You love golf.
Voodoo.
Shots fired.
Like Voodoo, Ketchup. If someone clones one of their games, like Toad Fan gets featured all the time.
Yo, was Flappy Bird considered a bad game?
I mean.
It divided opinion.
The coding was alright, it was just hard, and it broke phones, and that's why it got removed.
Wait, it broke phones?
Yeah, people broke
their
their phones over Flappy Bird because they got mad at the game. But really, that's more the user's fault for playing Flappy Bird.
Yeah, like, I'm glad Scratch is such a nice community, because I'm sure some people would have broken their their screens over some Monster World, over the hardcore challenge.
Yeah, imagine losing to the forest boss of Monster World at 8 HP on a high score run. Wouldn't that be a damn shame? On an unhacked high score run.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 different boards for that now.
Dang. But yeah, where were we? Fringe of Forces and chess with stuff.
Bradley was introducing himself.
Just play it, and of course by play I mean go to the page and download it onto Scratch 2 instead of Scratch 3.
Because that's the actual
it's got to be an SB2.
Play it.
I don't actually think you can download it as an SB2 unless you just change the SB3 to SB2 in
Does that mean that I have like sole right and property of like I'm the sole distributor of Fringe of Forces?
Now put Fringe on the ScratchRunning Google Drive.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Also, that's where 20ED is, because that's broke.
You know what's so weird? Like, because we're doing this on Scratch, I'm scared about like talking about any other like platform on the internet. Like even you just mentioning Google, because it has a place to
because
chat.
Google is not Scratch.
That's insane, right?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
We love you, Scratch team, though. Please fix some
Scratch
stuff.
team, keep on making Scratch, but please let me steal memes. You gotta let me export audio files.
Oh,
Please, I
yes.
just wanna...
the most important thing. You know
Yeah.
what? We're gonna have a episode where we're gonna talk all about 3.0 and what we like about it and what we don't. That's not the
Yeah.
place. That's not the thing we're talking about today. What we're talking about
Yeah.
today is
Today, we're all introducing ourselves.
yes, and also
I already introduced myself. I modded SFT once.
we're also talking about how we got into Scratch, and I would really like to know how yes, quite
It's
got into Scratch.
Sure.
Go.
So for the longest time, I played video games and then had my own ideas for them. Ooh, what if blank? What if I literally just made Mega Man but changed it? If I literally just made Pokemon but changed it? That kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about all the remixes on Scratch, which are just sprite changes.
Yeah.
SFT's just Smash Bros. And Monster World's just Slay the Spire.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you are not alone in that.
Don't say
But
that.
then I ended up having an idea that was so original that I actually wanted to make it and not just write down the idea and forget about it. So
And the platform you chose is Scratch.
yes.
How'd you find it?
Superb.
It was mostly just because I didn't know nearly enough about programming to feel confident going into another.
Hey, same.
And turns out that still doesn't mean you're ready for Scratch. That just means
Yeah, I actually don't know anything about typing visual-based code. I know
Yeah.
I can code in Python, but it's all text-based.
Right.
Yeah.
Like print and input things.
Yeah.
I'm better at text-based.
I'm doing some HTML right now in school, and even that's already, dude. This
Yeah,
is not. Where are my blocks?
Yeah, I never fully learned HTML, JavaScript, or anything. There's a song in a game I'm playing called Taiko no Tatsujin Nintendo Switch version.
Yes.
It's called Void Setup, and the lyrics are just JavaScript.
Wow.
And if you type the lyrics of Void Setup into a JavaScript IDE, it actually runs a code. But Taiko no Tatsujin's a fun game.
What
That's a game
genre
I'm
is
playing
that?
outside of Scratch.
I have
It's a
hard
rhythm
time
game.
parsing the title.
Yeah. It translates to something like Taiko Drum Master or something.
So it's
a rhythm
a
game.
rhythm. All right.
You can go to an arcade and find the drum machine.
Ooh.
They're arcades in Japan with taiko drums in. And there are people who are really, really good at some rhythm games.
I think there is always some, and this I don't mean this in a bad way, but there's always some Japanese people that are really good at rhythm games.
Always a rhythm game Asian.
But Yes Quiet was talking about how he or why he chose Scratch, and then what happened with that.
So I had that one idea, which actually, spoiler, began to eventually become Friendship Forces.
Mm-hmm.
But I got on there and then onto Scratch and pretty much immediately realized, oh my goodness, I have no idea how to make a game this complex because it's tile-based, it's turn-based, it has 24 separate game pieces, quote unquote.
And then 10 years after making your account, probably, because we all made our Scratch accounts as kids in school.
I am the weird exception because I made my account when I was barely not a kid, and it still took me 5 years to actual 5 years.
When did I make my account? Isn't my account 8 years old or something?
Yeah, I bet a lot of you actually outpace me in terms of how long you've been on Scratch.
I joined Scratch in 2014. I was 12 when I made my Scratch account. I'm 16 now. I think I just found SFT one day and then made a Scratch account. And should I go into detail about how I started maining Gnaw and then
maybe some
just
other day.
Maybe just left Scratch for a few years and then came back and Edward was there.
But I think everybody like has their phases on Scratch. Like for example, I had the phase where I started out on Scratch, and I was just viewing stuff. Like I didn't know.
The 3 stages of a Scratch account are just viewing stuff, the exactly 2-year hiatus, and then actually being active.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
But like
actually,
phase 1, I was a normie, and then phase 3, Edward was there.
Dude, we're gonna talk about SFT someday, but first, Pybro, how did you?
Pybro, how did you join Scratch?
So it was like in the 5th grade, and like my friends were all. It was like raining, so we couldn't go outside for recess, right? So we all had to go in the library, and my friends were like on like this website. I'm like, whoa, what's that? And they're like, it's Scratch. And I was
sounds like the start to a horror story. Just
right.
Oh god! Oh no!
Yeah, that's
how Scratch just sucks you in. It's
just the library.
Someone tells you about it.
Like I saw them like doing stuff and playing games. I thought it was pretty cool, so I made my account. And then a little later, I found SFT, and I thought that was like really cool.
Thanks.
And now I'm here.
Yeah, didn't we both make different mod packs for SFT?
You guys did. All right. You know what? This is the point at which Pybro and Kieran tell you about how cool this game is that I made, and definitely not because I want to hear more about it. But yeah, I guess that's the thing. But I've since then moved on a little from working on Super Fighter Tournament, obviously, which is still in beta, and that's not all we want to talk about here today.
So besides Scratch, we also speedrun various Flash games.
You guys do. I'm not that much into speedrunning.
Yeah, you're not
unfortunately
not into the speedrunning, but we speedrun things like Google Doodles, games on Friv, really anything, just because we can.
I mean, heck,
just because I can.
You guys recently ran Super Stickman, which is not a name I've heard in many years. Wait, sorry, I meant Electric Man. Sorry.
Electric Man.
Yeah, Electric Man is definitely a classic.
It's like a game everybody has played at least once and then completely forgot about, except for you.
Yeah, except me. That's really just what my job is.
Just like the gravekeeper digging up old stuff.
I just have the most obscure interests, and then I bring them to ScratchRunning for all of you to speedrun. Now go, my children, be free! I'm the child here.
I think you could argue we're all still pretty young, and like okay, so
we're all
like a little
we're all under 30.
The fact that we're all still on Scratch, no way.
Yeah.
Like this is not even supposed to be there's still Griff Patch on Scratch.
Yeah, Griff Patch is a parent.
That's true.
Griff Patch joined Scratch in 2012, and now he has children.
That's crazy. Like, not the fact that he has children, but the fact that he's still interested in Scratch.
Watch out, kids. Join Scratch, and soon you'll have children.
Yeah.
Because that's how that works. You know what? I'm actually feeling bad about giving this information because some people may actually take it as true.
Griff Patch is cool. His projects are very good.
Yes.
Hey,
everybody! If you haven't already, there's this really good scratcher called Griff Patch. You know, like he's kind of.
I know he's a little niche.
Yeah, you probably haven't heard of him. He's definitely not as popular as KTRF 258.
Yeah. So there's
How many followers do I have?
Give him some love. He does some good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Griff.
But also follow me.
We love you.
Sorry, Griff. You have it bad enough already.
You're probably never going to hear this anyway, but
yeah.
Hey, maybe he will, and maybe he'll like it, and then maybe the entire comment section will be transformed into, oh my gosh, Griff Patch liked this.
A Griff Patch comment section. Who's here from Griff Patch? Like whenever Chaotic likes something,
it's like those.
Whenever Chaotic likes something, everyone's just like, who's here from the Chaotic? I want that to be you one day, because my likes appear in your likes appear in my feed, and I just go to the project and I don't comment who's here from Apfelord because no one is.
Yo, I can say I've had one person comment on a project that I've liked and said, "Dude, Upflord liked this," and I felt so special. And then I remembered that like I have not even a tenth of what GriffPatch has in follows. But follows don't matter, guys.
Follows don't matter.
It's all
just
about having fun.
How good your video games are.
I actually believe that. That's not even like supposed to be sarcastic.
No, that's a real belief that we all have.
Yes. All right, guys. Maybe let's like talk about stuff we've seen on Scratch, and then maybe wrap this up. Let's go. What have you guys, or what's the last big thing you remember seeing on Scratch, where you thought like, dang, this is pretty good?
A Scratch game I've been playing. I mean, one of my favorite Scratch games of all time, back when Scratch 2 was a thing, is Arena.
Definitely agree.
Yeah,
that's classic.
Arena is one of the greatest games on Scratch besides SFT.
Yeah,
just because of how big it is, and the gameplay's real fast.
And it's competitive.
There's a lot of guns. And back before the shotgun was a one-hit kill, Arena was really fun.
So how about
the converse that now it's like iffy?
Yeah, but now Scratch 3.0 broke it.
Oh, sure.
Dang.
So you weren't saying the shotgun is now one-hit kill. You're saying that the new system took one shot and now the thing's gone.
Yeah.
So how about you? Yes, quite.
What have you? I will half answer the question twice because one's a very good scratcher who isn't actually super new per se, and then one is one that's new, but like it's kind of a guarded recommendation for me.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
The latter is Klabs, KLABSS.
Mm-hmm.
And they made the Gumbelgurt series, which I think blew up, so I think a lot of people know about
Gumbelgurt Rock Grey Edition, I think.
Yes.
I think you actually liked that one.
I am a sucker for both long-form games and unique art styles, and so that did a very good job of having both, even though the art style in question was like scrabbly MS Paint art.
It's amazing, though.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And the other one is a user named FirstJect. So for the word first and then JECT. Notable projects they've had that I've really enjoyed were a blob RPG platformer, which I think they've continued to patch since its release, and Bullet Dodge, both of which are very, very well like furnished games. You can play them for a good long time. In fact, I don't know, Caroline, you could probably try your hand at
speedrunning?
Yeah, speedrunning what the blob RPG platformer is.
Speedrun some Gumbelgurt games.
Oh, that would also be an interesting idea. I can definitely say Gumbelgurt is a game you have to check out. We're probably going to put all this stuff in the description as well.
Yeah, you just said description. We're all going to put this in the video description or the project description.
It's the notes app, for Lord. Come on.
Yeah, it's the notes
and credits.
What the heck is it
actually?
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you don't say bio, you say about me.
Oh man, I'm sorry, guys.
Profiles.
The police is coming. I think they're knocking on my door. I think
Yeah, the FBI the Scratch FBI are coming for. Who are the Scratch FBI anyway? We don't actually know anyone from the Scratch team.
Yeah.
I
think
there's probably
like
just
CB
like a second Scratch team.
Yeah, I think they're just the Scratch FBI. Do you think that Scratch is programmed in Scratch, or is it just programmed in actual JavaScript?
I like the implications of that.
Yeah.
That there's sort of a self-sustaining body of code
like
that
the
managed
Scratch
to write
website
itself
just
with
programmed
itself.
in Scratch.
Yo, like didn't GriffPatch make Scratch in Scratch actually?
Oh yeah,
which just makes this thing so ironic that it actually exists.
It's amazing. Scratch in Scratch is an actual masterpiece and should be tried by everyone. What if you made SFT in Scratch in Scratch?
Oh my god.
We're reaching levels of...
What if you made Scratch 2.0 and Scratch 3.0?
No, what if you made Scratch 2.0? I think Scratch in Scratch is Scratch 2.0.
Oh, nice.
So,
well, there you go. All those folks who are complaining, go ahead and give that a whirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh,
that's a
that's
spaghetti
us.
by itself. Like, all right, Pybro, have you played anything lately that you thought was really nice?
Like besides like Monster World and like
Oh,
SFT, I did find like this one game that I thought was really cool.
mm-hmm.
It's called Dungeon Scratcher. I don't know if
It does sound cool. Wait, I'm gonna search. I'm gonna look it up right now. Just
it's
keep
actually
talking.
Dungeon Scratcher 2. Pardon me.
Dungeon Scratcher.
This looks incredible.
Yeah, I found this a while ago and I was like, wow.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
This looks nice. And also I've just read on it's Milamber, by the way. It's like underscore MILAMBER and then underscore again.
Is that the Scratch FBI?
Probably. And I've just read in his About Me that he's trying to learn Unity. So there we go. Another great great scratcher that has found the path.
He did it. I'm so proud of our boy.
They grow up so fast.
I think I want to learn all of the programming languages just because A, it would challenge me, and B, I get to code in all of the languages.
You can finally say things without being scared that the Scratch team will ban you. We love you, Scratch team.
Yeah,
Please don't ban me.
You could. There is no C inside button on actual JavaScript.
True.
Which means I can just hide some comments in the source code, like shout out to Appful or go play SFT.
One thing that I have not heard that I found was definitely worth a mention is Super Scratch Bros.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
The newest version
Hobson?
of that. Like, I don't even need to explain it. You can just, after this podcast is done, obviously, don't do it right now because that would be rude. But yo, Super Scratch Bros. Beta 2.0 right now. Probably, I mean, when this project goes up, it may be in a later version. But just some like top tier programming or coding, scripting. What do you guys call Scratch?
I think it's all of them. I think it's just programming.
Is it?
Yeah. It's
All
just
right.
it's a slightly different format, but it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's like Legos.
Yeah. But you don't say I'm
there is a
programming
word
with
for
Legos.
it. It's called blockly
What, you
programming,
don't?
probably.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Am I the odd one out here?
Tell Hobson, tell Chaotic, join ScratchRunning.
Yo, Hobson TV, if you want to get like an interview or something on here, just
honestly,
chat us
I would
up.
love to interview some more top tier scratchers.
Yeah. Also, Griff Patch. I know we talked some bad stuff about you earlier, but no.
The only bad things we said about him are, haha, you're so popular that people won't shut up about you.
You have way too many followers.
It's actually not bad, you're right.
Yeah, that's a compliment right there.
It's a compliment wrapped in kind of like a, not even an insult, but like...
So it's just a compliment said in a mean tone. It's like the opposite of sarcasm.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, Super Scratch Bros is worth a look.
Yeah.
And it even has online, and as you know, as we've established in this...
online is hard.
Yes. And also, people love online stuff on Scratch. But yeah, I think that would wrap it up for today, wouldn't it? Like, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thanks. It's been good.
I hope you enjoyed this. We all hope you enjoyed this little format.
I enjoyed recording. So
definitely, you know, it's I've actually noticed there's not that many like podcasts on Scratch, which may like there's not a lot of like very old Scratchers, or like the people on Scratch are pretty young, so it would make sense.
We're the pioneers.
So yeah, so we're just here to give you a little bit of insight in the form of voice instead of text to speech, which is now a thing since 3.0.
Text to speech exists. Y'all remember pressing space to advance slides? That doesn't exist anymore. We have podcasts now, like Appful Art 4, this one.
So yeah, we're hoping you enjoyed this, and I hope you join us next time when we talk about more stuff.
Yeah, follow KTRF258 on Scratch. And don't forget to also follow Appful Lord.
And And on Scratch, I am Yes Quite.
Also follow Pybro 101.
Don't follow Pybro. It's not that good.
Not
Don't
yet.
follow Pybro.
Not yet. But here's the thing:
Please.
once Pybro does like the next big thing,
Yeah.
you're gonna be one of the first people who followed him, and you could be the person
Yeah.
that said, "I followed Pybro before he got more popular."
I've
in
been
Warcraft."
following.
That's
I've
true.
been following Pybro before he
Yeah.
got a million.
I got a
You
big
gotta-
project planned. If you want to follow Pybro before it gets popular.
So, Quite, how about you do the little end card thing?
Yeah, we can call it there. I hope you join us next time as well. Again, thanks again for having me. And hope we see you next time as well for